The minimalists are onto something. It's fall cleaning, so let's get to cleaning. I thought I would use my room to show you how we fall clean. This is my room. Don't worry, it doesn't normally look like that. I pushed the bed away from the window yesterday because we were washing the window yesterday. And I decided to leave it like this because I'm planning on cleaning everything, or as much as I can today, and then it's gonna be pushed around anyways. The ceiling fan is actually already washed and cleaned. The window is washed and cleaned. We did it yesterday. It was beautiful. Today is gloomy, windy, and cold. The closet, hiding my stash. The closet is also cleaned. I do still have stitches, but now I have moved on to just a band-aid, and it's a lot better. And I do still sometimes wear a sleeve, but of course, to be able to go into a bucket of water, I don't. First things first is the ceiling, which is the light fixture and the ceiling. Then the walls. Well, the window is part of the walls, and that's already done. Get everything off the walls, wash the walls, wash everything on the walls, and then put it back. And then the rest of the stuff, and then the floor. So let's start. You don't need to grab me. Okay, moving on to walls. I don't have very much on my walls. That's it. But it still needs to be taken down and cleaned. But I think what I'm going to be tackling next is the shelf over there, so that I can actually move it forward to properly clean the wall behind it, which makes it easier. And I'm just going to be cleaning everything and putting it into a laundry basket because it's just easier than piling it all on the bed. Organizing everything again comes after we are done with the fall cleaning, with cleaning the entire room. I also like to remove things like this because to properly clean everything, get it off. I honestly think the amount of books I have is insane. This, and that's just from this one shelf here. I still have that up, focus, I still have that up there. Mommy's cleaning a closet, if you're wondering what the noise is. And then I still have the bookshelf way down there. Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's a problem. Actually, it's a good problem. Okay, now on to washing it. These I can't, well, I can move them. Okay, so the way I like to do it, I like to use 2 rags, one to wash and one to dry. It just makes everything so much easier. Other people have other methods they prefer. This is just fine. Make sure to properly wash out your rag between each layer. Don't do multiple layers with one rag. The dust will just be transferred onto the next shelf, and we don't want that. Pull this forward, and now I can get back to doing the walls. It's a new day, and I will now continue on with the fall cleaning. I didn't do everything yesterday because it was already late, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do everything. It was just, there was still too much to do. Although I did clean up there, took everything down, cleaned it, and I also showered my plant. Focus. So yes, this area is clean. Okay, so most of the plants are out of the room. These I didn't do because that shelf is clean and the plants are clean, and this is too heavy, so I'll just wipe it off with my rag and move the rest into the washroom. Are you ready for this? I think I have a little bit of a problem. It's not a problem, it's a good problem, but they're dusty. This is a heat lamp and it's too loud. I'll shower them to refresh them, get rid of any dust, and also the humidity will do them wonders. Now we wait for them to dry and we do the next batch because I've got everything full over here. So this corner behind my door is too small to use a mop. I mean, it's just gonna hit everything. So I'm gonna clean it by hand and then I'll be able to put everything right back. This wall is also already clean. I also cleaned the picture and put it back. So yeah, clean your walls, clean your stuff, put it back. Stuff that is already cleaned gets put on the bed. It's easier. Organizing everything happens after you're done fall cleaning because fall cleaning is extreme. There's always a lot to do, and if you know what, if you want to take the time and reorganize everything after you finish cleaning it, feel free, but it's a lot easier if you organize after. Because organizing on its own can take a while and can take away so much time. It can take a lot longer. If you're like me, I love organizing, so I like to take my time because I also like to redo things. So yeah, it's a lot easier if you organize after or put things back in its place after. There's a lot to fall cleaning. There's a lot to it. Yes, I do take breaks. These are divine. Try them. If you haven't tried them before, try them. Are we getting somewhere? Sometimes it feels like I'm not. All this has been cleaned, so this will be cleaned up after I'm done. Yeah, basically it. I mean, the trunk, the stools are. I want to do the chair and put it up on the couch just so that I have more room when it comes to actually cleaning the floor. It feels like I'm supposed to be almost done and then it feels like I'm not, and fall cleaning is not for the faint of heart. Do it at your own risk if you've never done it before. We've always done it, we'll always do it. The minimalists are onto something. I've been thinking about that for a few years now. I think I should. Okay, it won't be so bad if things didn't happen. Coffee was spilled, you know, the container of books I showed you yesterday. Coffee was spilled into that onto my books. I have dropped things and broken them, and it's just, they were important things. So it's things like that that just sometimes make me question why I clean. But not gonna lie, I love the clean room. I do love the clean room. Okay, anyways, I've had a break for a while now. Let's continue. I need to wipe those leaves and do this chair, so let's go. We have now moved on to the washroom, so the washroom and the halls are the last things. And I just wanted to say, if you're interested in cleaning like us, when you're doing your flush, these things here remove those plastic screws or whatever they are and remove this whole seat and properly give it a good thorough wash. I don't know if this is on or not, but you can then put it into the tub so that you can give the seat a proper scrubbing. Another tip to make all cleaning easier, shower as many things as possible. If dust is the only problem you have, things like the cover of that, putting in the shower and showering it, and that's usually all it needs. I also like anything that can be showered, I shower because it's so much easier instead of trying to get rid of all the dust with a rag. But make sure that things are actually showerable. Showerable, is that a word? Before you put them in the shower. Because not everything can be put into the shower. I'm sure you know that, but just in case. Yeah, this needs to be cleaned because as you can tell, this is where the bugs sit. And this is also a perfect example of something that can be showered. Although that is something that can scratch your bathtub, so put a towel or something underneath. So put it on a towel is what I meant to say. And now polish and you're good to go. A lot easier than trying to fit it into a bucket of water. And it can also get rid of dust a lot better than trying to use a rag. When it comes to tight spaces like around in here, don't be afraid to use a toothbrush because dust hides everywhere. So this is how we like to clean our couch. It is very easy and very simple. That is, I guess, if you have a couch like we do, just flip it forward. Just flip these open. It's amazing how much dust gets back there and crumbs. And this only gets done once a year, so it's important. I have already done this, which is why it's so clean. It's easier to wipe underneath if it's flipped forward. I do have to open the footrest and wipe a little bit underneath, but not as much because I got most of it from this side, which is why we like to flip it forward. It's so much easier to get to the bottom things there. Yeah, let me tell you what the time is. It's 7:44. We've been home from breakfast for 15 minutes and I'm already cleaning because we are raring to get it done. We need to get it out of the way. And we are on the tail end. And no, we don't use a mop to do the floors. When it comes to fall cleaning, we can do a lot better job on our hands and knees because a mop can't properly get into the corners. Getting on your hands and knees does a more thorough job. I know there might be people who find it difficult to kneel and they might use a mop, but most of us kneel to do our floors.